What's going on, everyone? This is Zach here. Welcome back to another album review, this time on NYVES Anxiety. Yes. Now, I know some of you have been asking, why haven't I ever made a review on this album yet, or was I even aware of this project of Ryan Clark's and Randy Torres? But, really, I just haven't gotten the time to get this album. Like, don't worry, I was aware of this album when it was coming out. I don't know why it took me an entire year to now just get this album, because I think this album did come out last year. So yeah, and if you guys are wondering what's the hype about this album, well, I'll tell you why. You guys know that I am a fan of the band Demon Hunter, and I'm also a fan of Project 86. So basically, the members are Ryan Clark from Demon Hunter and Randy Torres from Project 86. So yeah, and I just gotta say, this album overall was great. I mean, I remember listening to it before I even bought the album from Amazon, and yeah, it was like the only way I can own it physically. And that's why I haven't really got the album yet, because it's really hard to find physically. Because if you know me, I refuse to buy albums digitally, no matter what. I will not, probably never buy digital albums again. I'll just clarify that. But yeah, I will walk you through the CD. This is it right here, NYVES Anxiety. This is the lyric booklet. Lyric booklet is a little hard to get in and out. So yeah, that's the track listing in the back. Got the two members back there. You open it up, that's what it looks like on the inside. So yeah, guys, I'm really happy I got this album. I can't believe I finally got it. This is finally off my albums to get list. But yeah, and this is actually kind of like a different kind of album, because it's an electronic type of genre. It's not really in the genre of rock and metal. And this review is going to be a little different, because I normally don't review other genres besides rock and metal, because those are usually the genre of musics that I review. But yeah, this is the kind of electronic music that I love. It's dark, and it just sounds really good, to be honest. The very first track is Return. It's a good way to start off the album. Definitely very good. I think they make a music video for it. I think it's like the #1 single off of this. Something Divine. This is a good track. The beat to this track at the beginning, like, it's got some sort of like weird sounds at the beginning. It sounds really cool, but when it gets like, I don't know, I'm not too crazy about the vocals in that track, so nothing really to say about this one. There are some songs that you can actually really dance to on this album, like track number 3, Smoking Gun. This is definitely one of my favorites. It's a upbeat song. It's definitely worth a listen if you haven't heard it already. Just Give Up, Parasites. Parasites is a slower song. Fools is another slower song. The Exit is a good upbeat song. Fall Behind, Idle Thoughts, Light is the final track of the album. Idle Thoughts is one of my favorites. This was one of the first ones that I ever heard. Fall Behind, I think, was the very first song that I've ever heard from NYVES. It's a pretty good song. I think one of my favorites is still Idle Thoughts, though. Still an excellent track. Love My Way kind of sounds like the music at the beginning sounds like, if you're familiar with the band The Bunny the Bear, because they're kind of like electronic metal. So yeah, that's kind of what that track kind of reminds me of, at least the music to it. So yeah, this is a great album overall. There's a lot of cool sounds in it. If you're into electronic, you need to check this out. It's very good. 5 out of 5 stars. I recommend it. Even though it's not a metal album, I love it. I really do. And to note too, NYVES only has one album, and it's this one. Yes, the band is like new. Very, very new. If they have one album, they're very, very new. And yeah, and if they make a new one, that would be great. And I do hope that Ryan Clark does continue with Demon Hunter and Project 86 still goes on as well. But I do hope they make another Knives album, because that would be great. And I hope if they make another Knives album, they would add, like, maybe instrumentals even, like electronic instrumentals. That'd be great. And maybe some more, like, remix type songs and such. Yeah. Like I said, some of the danceable songs on here are like Smoking Gun and The Exit. Idle Thoughts too. Idle Thoughts, you know, like I said, is my favorite. Light is the very last track. It's not really that, you know, danceable. It's a pretty decent track, though. A lot of good ones on here. I think my favorites are probably Return, Smoking Gun, Parasites, The Exit, Fall Behind, and Idle Thoughts. Those are probably my favorites. Fall Behind, like I said, was the first one to ever release, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Definitely a good one. Yeah, I definitely recommend this album. It's great. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Give it a listen if you haven't already, if you're a fan of electronic music, or if you're a fan of Ryan Clark's vocals, because this album is excellent because of that. Ryan Clark's vocals are so good, and it sounds really good with the electronic music that is in it. So yeah, definitely great. Give it a listen if you haven't already. Well, guys, thank you guys for watching this review. I hope you enjoyed. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you guys around.